Right.
Hello again for our last day from South Africa. The music is from the Soweto String Quartet. They're up there on the mountain. We're down here on the beach. The music is The Lion Sleeps Tonight, but I'll tell you, not where we've been. Lucy Vandenbroek goes to the heart of Zululand to track down big game in Pinda Game Reserve. And some of the biggest creatures in the world have the ocean as their reserve. We're surrounded by the Atlantic here, and whales abound. Martin Frizzell goes whale spotting from the sky. Back on shore, though, as we say hello, good morning to you, it's goodbye to South Africa with a beach party. And look at that, right on cue. We've arranged for you a fly past this morning, Fiona. That was especially for you. I had wanted the message on the banner to read, "Good morning, Fiona," but you know what they're like over here, Fiona? They said, and it's happened to me, "Who the heck is Fiona?"
Oh, thank you. I've still got the quote here. Who the hell is Eamon Holmes? Do you know, now, yikes, I have never ever seen you in shorts before.
And that's the way it should stay. But, you know, you've got to get in the mood, haven't you? It's our last day.
Yes, you have.
And the fantastic thing is, Fiona, when you see people making their way to work along here, I mean, Mark, just look, people take this morning constitutional. They come along the beach, they walk their dogs, they go out jogging and whatever. I suppose it's a bit of a California lifestyle, but it really is very, very nice. And I do have to say, Fiona, I mightn't look healthier, but I feel healthier being out here in the sunshine.
You look very relaxed, and we've enjoyed it all week. And I have had so many letters. I've been looking through my letters this morning, loads of them about South Africa, and I'll try and tell you about them later on. But we'll see you in about a quarter of an hour, Eamon. Thanks a lot. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? If you're waking up in Brits on the beach this morning again, there he is, looking gorgeous, isn't he? Hello. You are. Don't be modest.
Traffic here. Oh. Rush hour traffic. Let me show you this. Container ships. We count 8 of them on the horizon there, just queuing up to get into Cape Town Harbour. And Fiona, you've been, as everybody at home watching and us being here, I've been lucky enough to witness the great starts to the day here. But the really spectacular part of the day is the sunset. Now, these pictures were taken last night. We've experienced this every night. And there it is. That's the same location where we are today. And the sun just goes down and dips into the sea. And because it was so hot, obviously I needed some cooling refreshment there from the baking red. But there we go. If you need something else to treat yourself, we've got just the thing for you. We've got a doctor here this morning. No ordinary doctor. This is Chris Reed. Chris is a witch doctor, and he gave up the Western way of life and is one of the very, very few white men who are witch doctors here in Africa. Chris, who does turn to you? How seriously are you taken?
Well, in the culture where I live in the Transkei. It's very rural, and the people there, they understand that I couldn't have done what I did unless it was for real.
Yeah.
And they use us, obviously, all the time. We are their doctors. In a city situation, most white people think I'm on my way to or from a fancy dress party, but
you know, it's all deadly serious. Before you, you've got a number of treatments here.
Yes.
What sort of things have you got, and what are they used to treat?
Well, Tommy Tonga and myself, we've brought along a few things from our chemist. Over here, something called hypoxis, this root. It's very successful in the use of treatment of cancer. Bark for dream medicine called bulawu. Medicines to vomit and clean your body out with, etc. Called palaza.
Why would you want to vomit? You're heavily into vomiting, aren't you?
Well, it's one of the ways to clean out the toxins that remain in your system that don't get digested easily, like mucus and bile and those sorts of things.
So it's good to start the day with a good vomit.
A clean out, yeah.
Yes.
It sounds terrible, but it's actually very effective.
Now, you say there are people with cancer and whatever turn to you. Does that mean that you're a last resort? It's easy to say that you can cure these things. I mean, what is your success rate?
Well, in the hills, quite often they don't know they've got cancer when they come to us, and we treat according to feeling and we play it like that. So if there are obviously tumour problems and things like that, that kind of plant would arrest growth of tumours. And
Is it homeopathic or is it more than homeopathic?
it's more than that. It's homeopathic as well as spiritual, if you like.
Okay. Now, I have a very good friend, a girl, and she's pregnant at the moment, right? She's expecting a baby.
Is this your wife? Is it your baby?
It's not my baby, no, not that I'm aware of. It's not mine. People will talk, no. It's not, sure it's not.
Well, who knows? I'm not even married as far as I know now. Went to Las Vegas and did it.
But anyway, should this lady I know who is pregnant, not with my baby, is there anything that you'd recommend for her in the next few months ahead?
Yeah, keep very active right until the time she pops. Keep carrying water on her head, that sort of thing. Keep her busy.
Water on her head? Why does she need water on her head?
Oh, well, you've got taps here. I forgot.
Taps?
Yeah. Otherwise you carry water on your head.
Oh, carry water on her head.
Yeah.
Oh, keep working, you mean?
Yeah,
Just
right.
keep working up until the last moment.
Digging in the garden, that sort of stuff.
So she shouldn't give up work?
No, definitely not.
You tell that to the bosses, Fiona, hey?
I've taped it, don't worry.
That's the doctor's advice.
It's all been noted. I've already had water on my head this morning. I'm doing it now. I've got a glass of water on my head, Abe, you can't see me, I know, but...
Okay, well, I tell you what, talking about water and the bones and things, because I know witch doctors are supposed to mythologically roll bones and things. Not the sort of bones we're going to show next, whale bones. We're in the hunt of whales right after this break. Don't go away, out in the ocean.
Swim to the ocean floor.
Eamon out of Africa, in association with South African Airways.
Very nice to see you again. Very welcome to Cape Town this morning. The seas off the coast here, so rich in wildlife. Here's last night's newspaper, the Cape Argus, and a massive basking shark in a place called Gordon's Bay last night had people out to have a good look. So what does lie out there, and where do you go to see it? Martin Frizzell will tell you.
I'm on the Atlantic Ocean now, which is very close to the Indian Ocean, about an hour-and-a-half's drive outside Cape Town to the east. And this is Walker Bay, and it really is, I suppose you could say, a huge nursery ground, a breeding ground for whales. And they say this is probably the best place in the world to come and see whales. Wilson is the whale crier of Hermanus, the only one ever. He looks out from the cliffs of this pretty Walker Bay seaside resort that now trades as the whale capital of the world. You're almost guaranteed to see whales, aren't you?
Yes, guarantee, because this is a whale paradise, a whale sanctuary.
Good, Wilson.
Because when they come
Wilson,
here...
no, Wilson.
Right?
Where are the whales today, mate?
The whale today, they've gone in a deep sea in order to train the babies, because the babies, they must feel that they're strong to stand the strong water when they go to south.
Wilson blew his seaweed horn, but no whales were forthcoming. So we turned to some other locals. Could they offer advice?
Maybe later during the day, maybe not in the morning, and later in the afternoon.
Excuse me, have you seen a whale anywhere?
I've just seen one right here.
Have you?
When?
I've been standing there.
No, that's a seal. That's a seal.
Is that a seal?
Maybe it's a small whale.
But you must come back time. You've got to come back next year.
They had to be here somewhere. We took to the skies to find what lay hidden below.
High wing, nice visibility. And you can guarantee as well. I can guarantee you whales. I'll just circle around here. There goes the mother turning. Ah, fantastic. There's another mother and her calf. that they're in shallow water. That calf will swim with its mother for another year until it's big enough to fend off predators.
The South Africans called them southern right whales because they were the right whales to catch. They floated when harpooned, which made them easy to recover.
Swim to the ocean floor.
They always talk about Africa's Big Five. Make that the Big Six, unless you know of anything bigger than 40 feet long and 60 tons.
One of the amazing sights of South Africa. We're forming a bit of an amazing sight ourselves here this morning on Blouberg Strand beach here today. There we are, we're having a bit of a party, a bit of a Barbie, or what do they call it here, braai, or a braai, that's what they're having. We're going to get the party going here. We've got Matthew Marsden, Fiona, who was Chris the mechanic in Coronation Street. He's got a pop career, talking to him in about 10 minutes time, and the only thing he's missing is you.
Oh, bless you. Well, do you know what? So many people have phoned in this week asking for details on South Africa. You've whetted everyone's appetite, Eamon. I'm going to give them the information they want now, and we'll see you in a few minutes' time. Thanks a lot. Thank you. All right, and as I say, lots of you have been phoning in. If you do want information about South Africa, the best place you can turn is at teletext page 647. It's better than phoning us. It's all written down there. Teletext page 647. Now,
So she stopped talking now. She stopped, yes, she's now with us. These people around here, I'm being plagued with requests. Will you give me a headpiece? If any of you get any money, that may help. Now, wait a minute, we'll start here. This is Marie.
Yes.
From Southampton.
Yes, hello everyone.
Hi, and Fiona.
Thanks for the holiday.
Lots of people were watching the programme this week, and we have tempted them to be here.
Yeah, I watched on Monday, Fiona, and it seems that everybody wants to watch the telly this week to see Cape Town on the beach.
Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody's watching
Well, what's the weather like back home?
It's not nice.
Oh, it's not nice. Well, that's good you've got here. Hello to you.
So hi to my sister Isal and Annette and Michael, and to Judy and Luke and Robin.
That's enough.
And Naomi.
For goodness sake, I'm only going to say
Hi, I'm Jane. I want to say hello to my mum and my dad and my sister and all my friends. It's much hotter here than it is there.
And where are they?
They're all in Bradford.
They're in Bradford,
Yeah.
are they? Where have you come from?
From Belfast. I'd like to say hello to Deirdre, Raymond, Dennis.
Look. This poor child is buried down here. Just watch this child. They all, yes, now. What's going to happen, as you can see, everybody's enjoying themselves. You're enjoying yourselves, yeah. We're going to have a bit of a party on the beach for everybody. And we've got, do you remember Chris in Coronation Street? Yes. He started the decline with Sally. Remember the dirty motor mechanic? Oh, it all happened there. Matthew Marsden, his new career, talking to him after the break, yeah.
Eamon out of Africa, in association with South African Airways.
Welcome back to Cape Town live on a Friday morning, and Matthew Marsden. There you are. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just passing. No, I'm shooting my video, my next video.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that next week. So thought I'd just drop down and say hello to everybody.
Why Cape Town a venue?
Look at it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the production values over here are fantastic. It's actually one of my favourite places in the world.
Yeah.
So I just thought a good excuse for a holiday and shoot a video.
Excellent. What are your first impressions of the place?
Well, I mean, I've been here. This is my third time, and the people are beautiful. The food's great. You know, it's wonderful. You know, it's paradise, I think. You know.
So how's this music career going? I mean, obviously everybody remembers you from Coronation Street, but are you being accepted? Because this would make it, what, the third single now?
Yeah.
Are you being accepted in there as part and parcel of the scene?
Well, I think so. I mean, it takes some time, you know, because, I mean, obviously a lot of people have a lot of preconceptions about soap stars coming out and doing music, but as you said, it's the third single, so, and then the album to follow, so it's not that bad. I'm not doing too bad, you know.
I know you write your own stuff as well as perform. Is the credibility important? I mean, or are you always tagged as a bit of a ball and chain, the Coronation Street thing?
I think it's as much as a help as it is a hindrance, but only in England, because anywhere else, you know, anywhere else that the single's going, nobody knows anything about Coronation Street, apart from like Canada. So only in England, really. So it's up to me to go out and prove myself in other territories.
And is that your acting career now left behind?
Oh no, I mean, I want to do movies. I'd like to go back and do a series if I've got time. You know, I'm just so busy at the moment with, you know, like shooting the video, got to go back, do the editing, and then promotion in America. So when I've got 5 minutes, I'd love to go back to the acting.
Yeah. I was, when I was just sort of reading up on notes and things on you, I read that you did, I mean, here we are, this is Surfland. Look at out there. They're out there in their surfboards. Everything happens out there on that lovely ocean there. I read, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you took part in either a pilot or a series for ITV, which didn't come to very much, which was shot in Jersey, called Island. Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
and you were what, a surfing doctor?
I was a surfing doctor. I get all the easy jobs.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's a true story. The first time I was interviewed on GMTV by you was around that time, and my mum got burgled, and she got burgled yesterday. So it's a GMTV curse thing.
The GMTV curse. No, we've got no, but we won't go into those stories. No, it does. It follows and plagues us around, sort of thing. So, anybody question for Chris? Thank you.
Yes, lovely.
That worked very, very well. Yes, there was a woman there wanted to play golf with you. Do you play golf?
I do. I'm going to go. In fact, I've got to say to Neil and Gary, I'm going to go out and have a game this afternoon. So there you go.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Well, top up your tan, shoot your video. Hope it goes very, very well. It's great talking to you, Matthew.
Great talking to you.
Are you going to hang around here and take part in all
Well, I thought maybe I'll go and sit inside. No, I'm going to stay out here. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Make the most of it. So there we are, Fiona. We must unfortunately make the most of this lovely sunny weather, and no doubt we'll see you very shortly again.
Yes, if we can see through the fog in London, Eamon. Thank you very much indeed. And yeah, Eamon will be back very, very soon. Just to let you know, Mr. Ankers from Barnstable's phoned in. Lots of you have phoned in about South Africa. He says, is there any chance that you could do a compilation of all the reports that you've done throughout the week? We are, Mr. Ankers, at around 20 to 9 this morning. Also this morning, live from the studio, how would you like to put up your feet, flick a switch, have all...
That's the South African national anthem there. They're singing there, and lovely kids they are too, from one of the townships. And great impression. They're very shy. I just come away and let them sing away. Friday morning live from Cape Town. It's all happening here, so it is. And we're here. We're in the last 45 minutes of our time here. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Hopefully we've given you a little bit of sunshine with your breakfast, and over the course of the week met lots and lots of diverse people, giving you an overall picture of what South Africa is all about. Fiona.
Eamon, thank you, and you've certainly given us that. In case you want more information, though, on South Africa, teletext page 647 is the place to get it. So we're live from South Africa this morning for the last time, live from London.
Ice cream man ever come round your street and stop outside the door?
I was well acquainted with Mr. Whippy when I was younger, yes.
Some things never change, hey. This is not Mr. Whippy, this is Anthony Camp, and Anthony Camp's the ice cream man here on the beach, so he is. And Anthony, you lived in Britain, you lived in London for how long?
I lived in London for about 10 years in West Kensington.
And why did you come back here with your family?
Came back with the family because of the quality of life here. I mean, you can't actually beat it. The fresh air, the mountains, this weather that you're standing in.
And the ice
you're all
cream's
shivering
not
at
bad
home.
either. Now, what's this one here?
That's a melon sorbet.
I wish you could taste this. I just hope we're getting this across. Yes. Yes. And what's this one?
That is caramel. It's French fudge and a caramel thing.
Well, Anthony, we've got some lovely kids who've sung for us this morning from that school. Any chance of a few cartons for them?
I think that can be arranged. Penny.
Oh, I've always wanted to be an ice cream man. Good, I can dispense these. Penny, thank you very much indeed.
You need some help there.
Well, you've heard of Mr. Whippy. What about Mr. Eamon then, Fiona? Doing the rounds. It's your Uncle Eamon here. Here we are. Look at that. Here. All the ice cream you want. Here we go. Right up my... Oh! Okay, off you go. Won't leave you to it. Goodness me.
Out of Africa, in association with South African Airways.
Welcome back, but let's leave the beach now because so many visitors to South Africa, they come for a number of things. They come to see the wine regions and they come for the big game. They come for the safari parks. Let's leave the beach here now in Cape Town. Let's go northeast, KwaZulu-Natal. Lucy van der Brul is on safari, and when you say, give me 5, it takes on a whole new meaning here. It's the big 5.
This is an African sunrise, which means that it's 5 a.m. here in Zululand. But I've got up early for a very good reason. I am here to look for the big 5, Africa's finest wild animals. I'm in safe hands here, fortunately, with Gwyneth, the tracker, and Tim, my ranger.
The big 5 include some of Africa's most elusive animals: elephant, leopard, lion, buffalo and rhino. Most expeditions here at the Phinda Game Reserve last at least 2 days. We only had 12 hours, and with over 14,000 hectares to cover, there was no guarantee that we'd see a thing. Were we to be disappointed? Absolutely not.
Gwyneth spotted some tracks, and he's sure that the elephants are somewhere around here.
There was no doubt the elephants were close by. This bit of elephant handiwork is known as an African roadblock, and out in the bush, it's all hands on deck.
Okay.
Kids, watch yourself there.
Yep.
Moments later, we were faced by a roadblock of a rather more threatening nature. We'd found the elephants, an entire herd of them.
Tim is moving out of the way now because this is a breeding herd and he's very concerned that they might get nervous and then charge the vehicle.
As quickly as they had arrived, they were gone.
We may have got up at the crack of dawn, but it was worth it just to see this.
The cheetahs seemed perfectly content, and once again, Gwyneth's sharp eyes soon spotted why. Lunch.
They probably killed it out in the open and dragged it underneath this tree to hide it from vultures.
By now, we'd been out in the burning sun for many hours, but Gwyneth had one more treat in store.
Do you want to see something scary?
Go on then.
It's called a trapdoor spider. This is actually its web.
Just don't put it on me, okay?
Lucy van der Brul living to tell the tale there. Right, you've heard from me all this week. These two folk with me now, they've worked so hard. They're part of our production team. This is Dom and this is Emma here. And I just thought it would be interesting for you to hear their impressions. Working hard today, Dom, but what have you thought of South Africa generally?
It's an awesome place, actually. I don't think there's anywhere in the world that has views that rivals the sort of stuff we get here.
Yeah.
And that's sort of in the background there.
And you particularly enjoyed those safaris. Lucy was on.
It was incredible. I mean, the fact that you can get, 10 feet from an elephant, and it's real and it's wild, it's just extraordinary.
Yeah. Emma?
It's just the most beautiful place I think I've ever been. The beaches, you're somewhere, but it's just fantastic. It's really good.
Now, you've had a few mishaps, all self-induced. She was kicked with a horse, I do have to say, when she walked into ours.
War wound.
She war wound. She fell down a hole, a grating.
A manhole cover.
But what about safety in general? Have you been worried as a woman?
Not at all. Haven't seen anything that worries me at all.
Excellent.
No, just the
Everything
manhole
under
covers.
control. There's Martin on the camera. Let's see Martin. Len, hold Martin's camera because he's always behind it. You may have heard me talking about him all week. Thanks. Hope Len's got you in focus. If he has, you're in trouble. That'll be you. That'll be history from you. What have you thought, Martin?
I've really enjoyed it. It's been fantastic. The one thing that struck me is on our journey on the Blue Train, which was absolutely fantastic. We were in the lap of luxury, sitting there eating 5-star food. But we pulled into a couple of stations and looked out the window, and there was people there with no shoes on, ragged clothes, all that sort of stuff.
You felt uncomfortable with that?
Very slightly, yeah. But apart from that, the place is just mind-blowing.
I mean, these are problems the world over, in South America, in India, goodness sake, in London as well. I know exactly what you mean there, Dom. As for me, I would definitely say to anybody watching this morning, do not come here. Please do stay away. We don't want you here, because basically we don't want anyone else to discover it. We don't. It's ours.
Yeah, well, you've already done that, I'm afraid. We've had phone calls all week, letters.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. There'll be a surge of people
Too late.
flooding out there. Eamon, it's been brilliant.
We're going to say goodbye in 20 minutes time, Fiona.
Yeah.
We've got music and things like that, so please do join us about 20 to 9 and we'll say bye-bye.
Yeah, and I know you've got highlights then as well, which a lot of people will look forward to seeing. And thanks, Eamon. See you in about 15 minutes' time. And a lot of you want more information about South Africa. You can find it on teletext page 6.
How are you?
Very good.
Just to remind you of our week-long South African adventure. Eamon, as he said, back here next to me on Monday morning, no doubt still with sand in his sweaty bits. Let's hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. Here's Lorraine, she's got lots more.